Today's video, we're going to talk about should you discount as an online or offline retailer or e-commerce store? Will it actually bring you more profit to your store doing any kind of discounting? Which the reason why I phrased the question like that is because most people don't think it actually will. There's a big time resistance to people selling product and not want to give anything back. No, I want all the profit to myself. But then in the process, they're just throwing away profit most of the time. Now, if you're a luxury brand, something like that, discounting looks really cheesy. It actually can take away from your profit by looking too desperate. Okay, there's certainly things out there where you're supposed to be top 3% of the market or goods that are catering to the top 3% of income class where you may not want to actually do it. But I want to say 98% of different retailers, manufacturers that go direct to consumer would benefit from some kind of discounting. And I'm going to explain why. If you go ahead, I'm going to talk about the system we use with clients at our firm to explain to them how they should be doing their own discounting to support the advertising we're going to do for them to make the advertising work a heck of a lot better. And then also some different case studies of how much this can actually make. And the short of it is you can make significantly more profit from any traffic you're paying to drive to your site right now. We're talking like double, okay? When you look at actual profit, not sales, and then also considering any reduction in margin you're going to get from actually offering the discount, which is why people don't want to do it. They think that they offer a discount. What difference does it make? I'm not making as much per sale. And that's just silly because consumers want something for nothing. Everybody wants something for nothing. People want benefits from the government without actually understanding where it comes from. You can see different stores offering free ice cream cones, and guess what? There'll be 10 million people lined up for that ice cream cone just because it's free. Damn ice cream cone could cost $1, doesn't matter. They'll be lying around the block for that ice cream cone because people want something for nothing. When you offer a discount, they get the feeling of getting something for nothing. At least when you do it in a particular way that looks exclusive, looks temporary, which is a part of getting the actual increase in profitability for your brand. So with that said, I'll go through what the system is here to start out with. If you're going to offer a discount to really make it work for you and not just be offering a discount to people who would have bought anyway, you need to be doing it all over the place, okay? And then with that said, part of the way that you get the most out of the discounting system that I'm going to describe here is offering the right discount. For some businesses, a 15% discount's plenty good. That's your sweet spot to maximize profitability from your business. Other times it's going to be more like 40%. Okay, so you'll have to split test this to know for sure because I can't give you a universal discount amount. It's going to work exactly the best for your business. You have to test that out. What I can tell you universally is if you're not going to do at least 10%, you're wasting your time. On the flip side, if you're going to go 50+%, you're going to look desperate, like you can't sell your product any other way, basically. So in other words, 10 to like 40% is the sweet spot. Depending on what you sell, you're going to be somewhere in there. Which, by the way, if you can't afford to offer any more than 10%, the little hack that we found works the best is to offer a certain amount off. So instead of saying 10%, which doesn't get people very excited, you could say $50 off your order, which people don't think about percentage-wise what that is, and it sounds more exciting than what it is if you were to just put it in percentage terms. So that's a little hack for you right off the bat as well. But if you got the discount, again, you're not going to know what to do right off the bat, but don't let it stop you from, like paralysis by analysis from doing anything. Arbitrary amount to run a discount. Then go ahead and roll it out to all these places I'm about to just describe, which you're going to advertise it on email, your banner ads, on your homepage, all this stuff. And the way that it shows up everywhere should have similar branding looks to it because ideally what they're going to do is they're going to see something in an email and then they're later on going to see it in a banner ad and they're going to look the same, so they're going to connect the two and it have a compounding effect as we found. So with that said, the first place you want to advertise, if you're running search ads for your business right now, which you should, 95% of the time you can get search ads profitable for your business on Google and on Bing if you just know what the hell you're doing and put the damn time in to make your ads better than your competition. The ROI will be there. If you've got people that you see advertising in your space, you can make it work if you just outdo them. On the search ads, you have the discount. You say, Thanksgiving special, 25% off everything in store. That's going to make your ad right off the bat get about twice the click-through than just saying, we offer pottery making equipment, and that's it. because it makes the ad stand out from the other 3 ads that are there showing up next to you on the search results. So that's number one. That's the number one place that you use it, because naturally, yes, you're offering a discount, you're going to get a reduction in direct margin on every sale that you're making. So you damn well be getting the fullest mileage out of this discount you can to make up for the fact, or it doesn't work. That's the one way you do it. And if you don't know, the higher your click-through rate on your ad, doesn't matter if it's Google search or any other ad that you run on the internet, the more ROI you're going to get because you're utilizing the ad space at a higher level. They call it pay-per-click advertising, but really you're paying for an impression or per time the ad shows. You get higher usage or click-through on your ad space, you're going to get a lower cost per click, which directly translates to more ROI on your campaign. So you use it as a tool to get a click-through rate on an ad that you wouldn't have got otherwise if you didn't have that discount. Got me? Secondly, display ads, okay? This means non-search engine advertising, okay? Running ads on Facebook, the Google Display Network, demand gen campaigns, which you do through Google Ads, get you on Gmail and so forth. YouTube ads, ad roll, if Google does not let you do remarketing in your business category. It's something to do with health, whatever. You run ads on AdRoll as a workaround to get in front of people, because remarketing, you almost always are going to do it if people make any kind of, have to think over their decisions at all as to whether to buy or not. If someone's got a broken pipe and you're offering broken pipe services, you don't need to do remarketing. You don't think about that decision. If somebody's going to buy a vacuum cleaner, they're going to think about that purchase for a while. Therefore, remarketing is going to make you more money than not doing it. A lot of people disagree with me on this, but the fundamentals are power of sevens in marketing. That's always true on anything in that general category. You can look that up if you want more information about that. What you do in all these different places is say, hey, we're offering 25% off for Thanksgiving. That's going to drive a load of traffic to your site. From prospecting ads, that is non-remarketing ads, people that have never been to your site before, as well as any remarketing ads, people that have been to your site to get them back to the site, okay? Going back to what I said before, the higher the click-through rate, the more the ROI from your campaign ad spend you have. So yes, you're going to take a hit on the margin by offering that discount, but your click-through rate's going to probably be twice as high as what it would be otherwise. So you're going to get your clicks at half the rate. So even if you had to offer a 25% discount, the reduction in the cost per click immediately offsets it. Then guess what? They actually convert into a sale at a higher rate, which then that's where your real profit comes from, just to let you know how all this kind of works. Higher conversion rates because people feel like they have to buy now versus later. Otherwise, they're not going to get the something for nothing that everybody ultimately wants. Therefore, you get a sale at a higher rate, because what people automatically assume, where their faulty thinking is, oh, if they wanted to buy, they're going to buy from me anyway. I don't need to offer them no discount. They're going to come back on payday, whatever, and buy. The reality is, the more they procrastinate, the less sales you're going to get, because people procrastinate and then the money gets pissed away on something else. They never come back. The sooner you can get the sale from the person, the more orders you're going to get. And this applies to reordering too, by the way. If you're in a business where you got to rely on reordering like a print supplier, you want to use the discounts to get them to buy sooner, because it makes sure they're going to do their next purchase with you versus somebody else. You're locking yourself in for that next purchase. It's going to get people to buy. They wouldn't have necessarily bought because they went out of business or whatever before they needed to actually get this reorder that you're trying to offer them. So you plaster it everywhere in terms of your non-search engine advertising, if you will, okay? Then you're going to do your shopping campaigns. You can do a merchant center promotion. If you hover over a shopping ad on Google Shopping or on Google Search, you see the picture ad with the price, which are shopping ads. If you hover over it, if you have a merchant center promotion, you can have a discount showing there. And there's a lot of people who hover over those shopping ads just to see if there's a discount there. And if you have one there, they're going to be more likely to click your ad, obviously, because that's exactly what they're looking for. You offer your discount there. Then you're going to do that discount on site. That means Hello Bar. There's something called a Hello Bar, which can allow you, I'm sure you've seen it before, that's very top inch of your screen. When somebody goes to your website, it can say your discount on there. 25% off for Thanksgiving, ends XYZ time. I like to have a countdown timer to really crank on people's fear of missing out. Great thing about those are, by the way, is you can have the option to only have that Hello Bar show up for somebody who's clicked on a banner ad or an ad that said the sale on it. That eliminates part of the concern people have, if you have it, that, hey, I don't want to offer a discount to somebody who would have bought it anyway. And with that, they will only see it if they clicked on an ad that had a discount on it. Otherwise, they ain't seeing no discount. You also should basically just offer it on your homepage as well. The homepage, the banner screen, that's where you mention your discount, okay? If you're wondering, why should I go ahead and go through all this trouble to offer something for Thanksgiving that gets me, yeah, I might make 30% more profit than I did the previous Thanksgiving leading up to Thanksgiving, but that's it. Is it like even worth it to go through all the energy of doing it? Where the real money comes in is understanding how much this lifts your profitability short term, and then you find a way to stretch it over the entire year. With that said, okay, you can run discounts just near the holidays, which is okay. You'll get more profits during the holidays, or you could run it perpetually all year round and having consistently different reasons for the discount. After Thanksgiving ends, you're going to have the Christmas discount. After Christmas ends, the New Year discount. After New Year ends, the January special discount or whatever, President's Day. You always have a different reason for the sale, which, by the way, you want a reason, because if without the reason, you're not going to get near the numbers. People need to believe the whole reason why you're doing this is people need to know that if they delay, they're taking a hit on the price of whatever you're selling is, which decreases procrastination. It also makes people think and feel they're getting something for nothing, but it only works if they think they are only legitimately going to get it if they do it now, which is why running an evergreen sale saying 10% store-wide and not having just until Friday or whatever, it's not going to work as good, because it doesn't get people to say, hey, I can come back next week and do this when I get paid, and you're not going to get the results that I'm talking about here next, you should be able to get. It also, by the way, makes you look desperate. When you say you're going to offer 10% off for Thanksgiving, people don't see that as a desperation move. They see it as, oh, they're just being nice to their customers for Thanksgiving. That's cool. Versus 20% off, quality products aren't discounted. That's what people's kind of default thinking is, whether they are actively thinking it or it's a subconscious thought. So that's why you always got to have an excuse. And then, yes, it's a lot of work to set up this system, but if you can get a 40% increase in profitability from your ad traffic that you have come into your site, it's worth putting systems in place so that all these things update every month to go with the sale for that month. And once you got it all set up, you can then repeat it every year after. So every January you run this, all the creative you did for January the last year, and you just turn it on. You literally, like for the display ads, you could program the ad to turn on January 1st, turn off January 31st, and then for the next 10 years, have it click on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. So it's all automated once it's set up. All you got to do is go through all the work to set it up once for that first 12 months. Then you're done forever after, and you got your 40% increase in profitability from having that system set up to support your efforts driving qualified traffic to your website. And I didn't mention email. That was the other one where you're going to use the discount. You're going to blast your email 7 days before the cutoff, then 5 days, then 3 days, then the day before, then the day of, then 4 hours left, then an hour left. You really just juice it for as much as you can. I will admit, by the way, you will get more conversion rate from the traffic you drive to your site by having flash sales, having a sale for 3 days, 4 days versus a whole month or for 2 weeks. For the most part though, as long as the sale is 10 days or less, it doesn't matter if it's 10 days or 1 day, it kind of gets the same conversion rate. However, there is a benefit of doing it 10 days or less over the whole month, because people, when it's 3 weeks before the deadline, they can procrastinate significantly, just as a general tip. So you'll make more if you have a sale for 10 days and then another sale for the next 10 days and so forth. But it obviously comes with more overhead, and you may just want most of the profit you can get out of using this system without doing quite as much work, and you will get a bunch of return just making sure you have a perpetual sale set up versus literally having one for every 10-day period itself. So with that said, okay, now the main reason why people don't do this is they say, oh, my margins are too tight, I can't offer a discount. And the reality is, I don't care who you are, what your margins are, raise your damn pricing to offer a discount. And if you don't, you're a complete freaking idiot, because you're throwing profit away by not putting yourself in position to offer discounts. There's a reason why. I don't care. Go to whatever big retailer you want. They all do discounting. Walmart, Wayfair. The big boys know, because they've already done the damn research on it. You don't offer rock bottom prices so that you can offer rock bottom prices and then not be able to discount. They know that doesn't most profitability for their businesses. So why are you thinking you're smarter than them? Oh, you're smarter than them because it's an evil company, blah, 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 blah. We're here to make money. Let's be adults here. You're here to make money. Consumers want what they want. The customer's always right, which is the customer wants something for nothing. If you don't give it to them, you're opening yourself up to your competition and getting that customer because they're going to give them what they want, which is a discount and something that appears like they're getting something for nothing. So you can get all high and mighty and all that about what you're doing, how ethical you are by not offering a discount and just having the pricing lower. They're not going to buy from you then, and you're just going to be broke and pissed. Do it if you want. Don't do it if you don't want. I'm going to do it on any business that I'm running because I want the sales. Now, getting into the case study section. Before I do that, I'll go through a couple different companies, how much this affected their profitability when I went ahead and switched over to doing discounting with that. If you want to know specifically what you should do in your unique situation with your company and your offerings, you can either leave me a comment down in the comment section. I get back to every single person who leaves me a comment or question on this channel, usually within 24 hours time. You can also reach out to me at my site at guaranteedppc.com. I offer guaranteed PPC services to clients. We do not charge management fees until we get our clients results on their campaigns. That is additional profit on top of whatever you're doing now, or on a certain new campaign that we have that we're starting up for a client. We do that, and I'm the owner of the firm, strategist at the firm. We can lay out a plan for you that'll get you results and put our money where our mouth is and make sure it does. By the way, the other thing we also have is templates available for sale. If we've already gotten you the results that you're looking for because we've already operated in your niche market before, we could sell you the winning ads, landing pages, templates, campaign templates that work for your niche market already in a different geographic area that you're in, and just copy paste all the results into your account. We've worked in over 200 niche markets now. So the chances are quite high. We've already done all the heavy lifting for you. And why do all that learning that we had to do over years to find out what works in your market when you don't need to? And you could buy those templates for a one-time fee and you're basically done with it already. At the very least, you should check out if we've worked in your niche market and what results we've got before. You can do that by reaching out to me at my agency at guaranteedppc.com. With that said, getting into the case study stuff here. We had a paint store. We're talking consumer paint, not industrial or stuff like that. We had offered a 15% discount, and this was not even after increasing the pricing. This was just straight doing the discount on a product that has about 50% margin. Once we did that, and we just absolutely ran with this discount as many places as we could on this list, basically all of them, okay? We got a 74% increase in profitability after accounting for the reduction in product margin quarter over quarter than before we had any kind of discount going on whatsoever. So in other words, we added all this stuff, saw what it did over the next 90 days, compared it to the 90 days before, 74% more profitability from the same traffic we were driving into the site. And this also accounts for, gets rid of any seasonality adjustments. So we didn't just do this like leading up to the spring when the sales are normally higher anyway. No, this is, basically non-peak season. So that factor is ironed out of the numbers, if you will. So that right there should be enough for you to run out there and do this. But you may say, oh, but I don't sell paint and I don't think what I do would apply. Well, we also did this for a sex toy shop, okay? In that case, just to show you how much of a difference this can make in the size of the discount, as I talked about before, the amount of discount that will maximize your profits will vary based upon what you're doing. If you offer a bigger discount, more people will jump on it, but it reduces your margins more. If you're selling products, incredible margins, 60, 70, 80% margins, because you're the manufacturer, you're going direct to consumer, which most direct to consumer businesses, you're going to be 60, 70% margins. You can get away with a bigger discount. That will generally be the better way to go because, again, the bigger the discount, the more they're going to be clicking on your ads. In the sex toy shop, we reduced the discount was 40% that we offered, not 15%. And we had 137% quarter over quarter difference in profitability, even after, again, accounting for the reduction in margin. Now, obviously, you may not be able to do that in your market because your actual cost of goods is 60% of what your pricing is, but it shows you how much you can go with this. And it may make you consider, hey, let's raise our prices so we're 60%. We got a 60% profit margin, so we can try testing out 30% discounts and see how much that'll affect things. You literally should just get a chart and you should just literally have a plan to increase your pricing 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and have the discount correspondingly be 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and just run with it for a full month and just see what happens to your sales and then calculate the margin that you still had left and therefore the profit you're getting and just find the sweet spot. Is it 10%? Is it 20? Is it 30? Is it 40? It's not that hard to do. Over a 4-month period, you could find out what your discounting should be. And at that point, it's just different reasons for having that discount throughout the year. You create discount codes that are only good for a certain amount of time, which the discount code should always match the reason for the sale. So if you're going to do 20% off for St. Patrick's Day, it's going to be St. Pat's 20 or whatever, so it looks even more exclusive. That runs for a month. It's only good for a month. All your ads are clicked on St. Patrick's Day for March, the first of the month, shut off at the end of the month. And April, you have a different reason for that 20% off, and it just runs automatically for you once it's set up. So yes, I will admit it is quite a bit of work to get this set up for an entire year. This makes a big difference. And the reason why it makes a big difference, by the way, is because you want things to not be easy to do. Because if it were so freaking easy that you could do it in 5 minutes, your competitors would already do it, assuming that they know how to, they can see what you're doing. Well, some of this stuff is easy and effective because it's hidden, so they don't know you're doing it. But this is something that if your competitors try to do a discount, well, they'll do it the lazy man's way, which is 20% off, off anything in store. And then they'll just try to run with that alone. And that doesn't work nearly as well as having a 20% off for St. Patrick's Day and having a coordinated effort across all your different media channels going at the same time to take advantage of the click-through rate increase you're going to get, the increase in conversion rate you're going to get as well on top of everything else. And the ability through email to drive traffic back to your site, which you're not going to get with boring everyday emails. And just when you add everything up at the end of the day of what it actually benefits your business. I got content all over this channel that tells you about how to make more money from your e-commerce or other business. If you want to know how to make millions of dollars running ads for your business, I've done this strategy for hundreds of different businesses now, and this is what I exactly cover on this channel. I'm spending 40 hours a week doing ad strategy for our clients, and everything that works as well as doesn't work, I give to you guys for free on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you want to, if that's your goal, to make millions of dollars running ads for your business. It's unique information in that most of the information you find by other people on YouTube and online is not going to come from people who spend 40 hours a week doing ad testing. They're going to run a couple ads and pretend they're an expert, or they don't even run any ads at all, frankly. It's mostly information, which is why this channel is growing so quickly now. People know when they see it, that are intelligent individuals. They know what I'm telling them here is effective and valuable versus the, super fluffy, non-actionable advice you're going to get with other people that frankly don't even run ads, so they can't tell you anything else otherwise. So you should subscribe already. You should also check out my blog at guaranteeppc.com/blog. The blog has step-by-step information on how to execute the strategies we're using to guarantee results at our firm for our clients as well. You'll love that blog if you like the content on the channel that you see here, my video content on YouTube. So you should check that out as well. With that said, that is the kind of the overview of this discounting strategy. Now, I talked about online a lot on this video, but the offline businesses, it's the same thing. Offline businesses without an online marketing strategy is like dumb in today. I'm sorry if you guys are not, fall into that category, but you need a kick in the butt. The number one way to market an offline business is online. If somebody, particularly if you have any kind of niche product business, if somebody's selling motorcycle jackets at a motorcycle gear store, you need to, every single person who's looking for a motorcycle jacket online, you need to drive them to your store using online ads. We've walked companies that are doing $200,000-$300,000 a year to $2-3 million a year in sales just by getting Google search ads to work for their business, doing that exact thing. But as it comes to running those ads online, the discounting in your ads is what's going to pull people into your store at a greater rate than if you didn't have no discounting program. The discounting program doesn't even have to be in store. You can actually just do it all online. People that walk into your store, you don't have to give them anything for a discount because ultimately they're there to buy something anyway, and they had to drive across town to get there. It's not, you don't have to be so desperate to get their sale. In fact, if that were me, I would wait till someone tried to walk out and then I would offer them discount, but only then. In the online stuff, you use discounts to get as much traffic into your store as possible. Period. End of the story. That's what I'm going to do. Why? Because it's going to get the maximum foot traffic into my store versus just saying, yeah, we have motorcycle jackets in our store and you can see them here and that's it. Because that will work, but it'll work twice as good if I'm going to have online discounts that get people excited to come into the store so that, naturally we just get the most. Just like the ads are going to get a higher click-through, that's going to get more foot traffic into your store when you have a reason for them to come into the store. That is a discount. So with that said, I'll wrap it up with that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Remember when I said discounting strategy was important during this video? Well, this video here tells you how to do it.